again, Jan, and certain other people who we will send this to, but Jan is I think the main centre of interest with the falling trees around this house. Okay, before we begin, let's have a look. Bloody cat, hey. This is cat abuse. She should be out, not sitting here being centre of attention to you. You're not rhubarb, are you? You're wicker, aren't you? Lovely little wicker. You're less manipulated than your mother. Big sook, aren't you? Eh? Aging sook. Retirement village material. Here, I'd like to show you where the fallen tree is in relation to the house. And there it is down there. That's right, and that's about 20 metres from the house. If it fell this way, it probably would have clipped this balcony here, and more than that, I think. But luckily, it fell the other way, so I just continued with my spar. There's other trees. They're eucalypts, those ones. Rainforest variety. The leaves don't fall over as quickly. Okay, let's walk down to the tree now, and I'll show you the base where it fell. You can see there's the house, and just underneath to the right there's where the spar is, and I saw the whole thing happen. Okay, we look here, and you'll see that there's very little rootstock. There's no taproot on these trees at all, and you can see that what is left of it. There wasn't much holding up 25 metres of tree. It had all been rotting for some time. A little bit of fresh stuff there, new fresh cream coloured timber, but the rest of it was rotten. And then you'll see the tree is, unlike European trees, it just shoots straight up, virtually the same circumference all the way up to the top, and it goes way in there through all those pandanus bushes, which I'm trying to eliminate slowly. It's taken over completely. So let's walk around to the tree by some very pretty ginger flowers. Beautiful around here. Let's get around here the easy way. I'll walk through here. All very wet at the moment and messy. And there we are. There's some more there for you to look at. Beautiful, but it's a sludgy mess at the moment. It's just the season it is. Okay, we'll walk through this way. This tree around the corner looks much the same as it. Just looking up high above there, and you can see what it was. Yeah. It's the same vegetation up top there. I've forgotten the name of it. It's silky oak, it's called, I think. And it was very good for timber cutting in the early days, but obviously most rainforest is now a national park, and cutting it is no longer allowed. You can see there's other trees that have fallen over. This one here is probably 5 to 10 years old. You can see the clay soils that I'm walking through, very mushy earth to get to this tree. And just through here you will see the tree that fell over lying on top of the other tree. And then through the rainforest it goes. I'll jump over this tree and battle my way through here. I have to be very careful because of the waiter wire, which is absolutely lethal if you walk into it. It's like razor wire. There's the tree itself, but you see just above it there, these sharp little spikes on these little stems that are all over the place here. It's as lethal as razor wire outside a military installation. It is quite amazing. Okay, the tree forks down here somewhere a bit further. Oh, there's the bases of Wait a While there. See how vicious it is. That's the tree itself before the little stems come off. And it's far too prolific in this garden. I'm going to have to get rid of much of it. So I'm just very careful where I'm walking. And there you see the tree forks just here. And then goes down here further. And there is the vegetation that was 30 meters high. There, and there's a close-up of it. All very nice. It was a very primitive species of Banksia, the silver oak, only found around this area. And there's the rest of it there, just lying on the ground. That will slowly decompose. And there's some fruit here too, obviously non-edible, but I'll pick it now and take it upstairs and show some friends. And that's all that's left of it there. Amazing. So I'll just walk up and show you a few other things now. Hello Robin, how are you there? Good-o. We move away from there. I'll show you here. Do you remember Cyclone Yasi, the big one after I first bought the house? That tree there facing us now fell over. Was it this one or another one? Hang on. A quick look here. No, that's the tree. That tree fell over in Cyclone Yasi and it just missed the house by about 5 meters. And it's a black wattle, which is a species which is one must not have near one's house, as I'll explain in a few minutes' time. So that's the story of that one. We walk out to the house again, and I'd love to show you a remnant. The situation here is we are allowed to build here 20 years ago. This house was built then because this is not virgin rainforest. It was cut down 100 years ago and then became a dairy farm, and then it was abandoned about 70 years ago, and all this is secondary regrowth. So that is why we were able to build in such a beautiful place, but it's not quite original. I want to show you a survivor though that was not cut down. See, the big old hardwood, huge trees take hundreds of years to come back. But there is a relic there. Oops, and I'm walking into Wait a While yet again. It's absolutely lethal. And there's the basis of there, and it goes right up there, and right up there. Oh, how high is that one at the top? It's well over 50 meters. Magnificent, huge old tree. And just once more, there's the base of it there. Okay, we move to another point. You see, it's very, very mushy to walk in at this time of year. A lot of rain has fallen, and the clay soils here don't soak up the water quickly. There are some beautiful gingers there in full bloom. And what am I to show you here? I had a French backpacker here last year who worked here for several weeks until he found a girlfriend. And you know what the French are like when they find a girlfriend. He vanished. But there was a lot of pandanus bushes here, which you saw over where the dead tree is. And he cleared all of that. I'd like to put some nice exotic ferns in this area because it's all under a canopy, and do something nice with it. There are black wattle trees turning up here everywhere, which I will have to get rid of because they are primary growth species. Due to the clearing of the rainforest, the primary growth ones come along first, and the grand old trees take hundreds of years to grow. So there are far too many wattles appearing, and as I said before, They are dangerous because they only live 15 years and then they fall over, and I don't want them too close to the house. So we have to get rid of them. Alas, I've been informed that this tree, which is only 10 metres from the house and 50 metres tall, is a black wattle. 3 years ago, and it's covered in vines. I will walk around to the other side and have a look there. Might be a second. Yeah, that is a black wattle, even though it's well hidden with all that vine stuff. It goes right up there, then curls around there, and the tree and the leaves right up there are wattle leaves. I was told it was safe 3 years ago, but I think as soon as the dry weather comes and the tree expert has a bit of spare time in his hands, I think I'll have it taken out, even though it's pretty to look at with all that vine on it. But it's dangerous. You'll see here a minor bit of damage to the top of the garage. This was because 2 years ago a black wattle, the same cursed tree, fell over. It was about 50 metres high, and the very top of it just clipped the garage. Here we are again with very minimal damage, and there is what's left of the tree. We had it cut back to there, and it can decompose over the decades in there, and it goes right down there into the rainforest. So we do have problems here from time to time. You'll see out in the street here that most of those trees there that I'm pointing at now are black wattles. The owners of the property over there haven't bothered to do much about it, and of course there's this gap where the road is, and the black wattles say, yeah, there's space there for me, and they completely take over. They're completely out of control there. On my property they were too, but you see the electric power lines there. We don't have underground power in this area. You see the power lines, the telegraph pole there, and straight in front of my property there were 3 or 4 black wattles up in that area there, massive ones, and the electricity authority cut them down to so that they don't fall over. They had a clean up of all of Kuranda to stop the power outages every wet season with the black wattles falling over. So free of charge I had 4 huge black wattles removed, but as you see it's a little bare there now. I have planted some trees that last a bit longer. I've been to the experts, and in the same area I've planted several small trees, but by the time I'm 80 they won't be 50 metres high. It'll be a very slow job, but at least I don't have the problems of the black wattles. Okay, I hope you found this informative, Jan, and a few other people who I'm going to send it to. Bye for now.